I just filmed 20 minutes of footage and the mic battery had died.
I was basically just filming a get ready with me with new products that I hadn't tried yet. So really all you've missed so far is the foundation, which I'm testing out, the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I guess this video is going to be playing around with the shade+light palette instead. So I'm so sorry. Did not set my under eye either. I'm just using the e.l.f. high definition under eye setting powder. It's pretty much my fave. I'm not gonna lie to you, the Laura Mercier one is really similar and maybe a little better, but not enough for me to splurge on it every time I run out of this. Like, this works just fine for me. I'm like really bummed out now. I feel like my energy is gonna be different, but I'm gonna try to be entertaining for y'all. I've posted swatches of this Kat Von D shade+light, what is it, the shade+light Glimmer Eye Contour Palette on my Instagram if you want to check them out, but I have not tried it on my eyes yet. And wow, there's a lot of powder. Since I've purchased it, a lot of people have left reviews on Sephora and other places, and apparently the glitter shades are like, there's a lot of fallout and you might want to use a glitter glue. Now, I'm not a big glitter girl myself, so I didn't really want to spend $20 on the Too Faced glitter glue. So I found this e.l.f. glitter primer for like a few dollars. The whole point of today was to try out new stuff, so if it's a disaster, well, at least we'll know. Okay, it's really tacky. It feels like arts and crafts glue from like elementary school. It smells like it too. I might just use regular primer and then just like dab a little on my lid. I just realized now that I shouldn't have put the powder on my eye first. I haven't done eye makeup in so long because of my eczema, which is still there, which is another fun thing to deal with. Just gonna go right into that shade Porcelain to kind of add the base, and there's a lot of powder. It's a little chalky. I'm just gonna continue. I put the glitter primer on one eye so we can compare. I'm actually going to put quartz on my lid because that is the one shade.
Guys, quiet!
It's the one shade that I had trouble with even just swatching, so it does kick off a lot of powder. Oh, Mochi, how nice of you to come closer to bark. Well, I like that. This is the eye that has the glitter primer. I don't feel like I have a lot of fallout under, so now we're gonna try the eye that doesn't have the glitter primer. I mean, you can build it up, but it's definitely not as pigmented. You could probably just use these shadows wet instead. Can I layer some glitter primer? I have no idea what I'm doing.
This is such a stupid video.
I had such good intentions. There you go. Well, you can't do that. So there's still not that much fault. Yeah, there's like a bit, but that's not alarming to me or disappointing. Just, you know, brush it off. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. All right, so that shade is actually really, really pretty. I'm just kind of now going to try to blend it a little bit more. I ain't mad. What shall I put in my crease? I'm gonna go with Dune here. Are people not like kicking off the powder before they put it on their eyes? I don't know, like, you know, the people who are leaving those reviews with their experience with makeup is like. I'm gonna go with a really natural look. I'm hesitating between copper and rust. I think I might use rust for like a liner. So I'm gonna go in with copper, this shade right here, with a pointed crease brush. I don't know if I ever talked about these Sigma brushes. They're pretty great. And guys, I still don't have powder all over my face falling out. I'm gonna go back in porcelain just to do kind of like the brow section. Instead of having white all over that area, like I'm not into it. Because the only highlight shades are super, super light. I feel like that might be an issue.
Not an issue, but give it less versatility. Makes it less versatile.
And then I'm just gonna buff and blend. I like it.
Cool beans, cool beans. Oh, sweet butter God.
I don't want to bake, but I just want to put touch loose powder before I do the liner part. Just a smidge. Now I'm gonna go into Rust, this beautiful shade here, with an angled brush. This might be another one that needs to be used wet. I'm just keeping it as close to the lash line as possible. I'm gonna do the same thing under here until the center of the eye. Just gonna kind of smudge that inwards. Yo guys, I legit like this. I did play it pretty safe, so we'll leave it at that. I don't know, for first impression, like everything that scared me from stuff that I've read or heard, I basically just concluded that that was not my experience. I'm not saying they're lying. I'm saying it's not my experience. I'm going to go in with my trusty Annabelle Biggie Bronzer Matte, which obviously mine's a whole busted. Just pretend that we're not pasty. Oh my god. I'm not a big fan of this foundation. I'm going to use the Milani Berry Rays, just a pretty glowy berry. Oh, I'm not feeling my look. I need some like hydration or something. Something is very wrong. This is one of my favorites, is the Shiseido Ibuki Quick Fix Mist. I can do my lashes. I can do that. I can do that. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I will maybe talk about it more in my favorites video, but it's pretty much the best. So I know a lot of people are comparing it to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't really know how you can like dupe mascaras. I guess I like these the same, so in that sense. Okay, I've never talked about applying mascara, and apparently it's not something I'm good at. I feel like I usually edit out that part, but if you heard me or saw me kind of blow on my lash curler, I usually do it for longer, so like now it probably didn't do anything, but I do it to like warm up the curler. The best would be to use like a hair dryer on it. Now I'm going to use Sterling, the shade here, which on camera I guess they look similar, but this one is like really, really white, and this one has like a cream off-white color. I'm just gonna pop that in the inner corner. And then a little bit on the high point of my brow. Maybe I'm gonna keep this bow. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm sure you guys are annoyed or bored, but first impression of the palette on the eyes, I think it works great. I think the colors are really pretty, and you know, I just did a really natural look. Obviously, I could do a more polished video with like an actual tutorial for like a nighttime look if you guys would like that, where I would not be all over the place and not just chatting with you as I'm doing it. So let me know in the comments. On the other hand, I'm kind of glad that the first part of the video was deleted because, well, not deleted, but the footage is not worthy. I don't know about this one, so I might do a separate video. I'm gonna give it another chance. I just feel like it's getting really crusty already. I don't know. And I would also only use it as a It doesn't work great as a concealer. I'm sorry for the quality of this video, but I just thought it would be fun and just kind of more chill for me, kind of ease back into the whole thing. And if you do enjoy chit chat videos like that, by all means, please let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the button below and feel free to check me out on social media. I'll have all my links listed below. That is it for today, but I will talk to you soon. Bye.